Mr. Gidon, first of all, can you describe to me the current situation in pictures? What is happening now in the most vivid way?
What is happening now, today, here?
Yes.
Well, what is happening now is they are guarding the border of the Gaza Strip and hoping to prevent any more incursions and treating the people who have been injured and trying to just return a little bit of normalcy to all those people that had to be evacuated from the various villages that are around the border of the Gaza Strip.
How do you feel?
Stressed, very much so, because it wasn't just that this was a horrendous surprise attack and so many lives and suffering it has caused, but the way it was done, the people who did it, they were murderers. They weren't soldiers defending or just trying to shoot other soldiers. They were trying to cause as much pain and inflict damage, not only to buildings and places, but to the human people who were just there. For example, at that weekend, last weekend, there was a song festival, not far. And there were about 3,000 young people there. And they didn't know what was happening. They didn't know, they didn't hear. They didn't even hear there was a warning broadcast, but because of the loud music, these festivals are very loud. So they didn't know. All of a sudden, truckloads of the Hamas fighters came and just were shooting. If they couldn't shoot, they would use their knives. It was so horrific. Within minutes, 260 young, innocent people were slaughtered. So what my greatest
What is your great? Yes.
What my greatest objection is not just, okay, you want to get us, you want to fight, you want to show that you have power and you can also attack. But that doesn't mean that you have to become murderers, torturers. I mean, we saw, there's one instance where a CNN reporter showed us a air raid shelter, a little air raid shelter by the side of the road, so that people during regular times, if there are sirens, they would run in and be protected. The Hamas stopped there, went in. It was the size of a street place like I'm sitting here. They were old people, their children. They shot them point blank. Made sure that everybody was dead. That is something that I haven't seen since the Holocaust, and I survived the Holocaust.
Yes, Mr. Gidon, does this war bring back the images, the emotions from your 6 years old childhood in Auschwitz and the Holocaust?
Well, first of all, I wasn't in Auschwitz. But I'd been in Auschwitz.
But your father was. You lost your father.
My father was, yes, my father was. My grandfather died in Terezin. 26 other members died every place, including Treblinka, Mauthausen, Dachau, Buchenwald, all over. But in this case, it brings back the barbarity, the inhumanity of what the Germans did to us. They did the same thing the way the Hamas did. They came into a village, there were Jews there, would bring them out, and then kill them, one way or another. And this was somewhat of at the same taste, at the same goal of hate and despicable cruelty.
During World War II, you said that you lost 26 family members who were killed in Holocaust. Do you now have close contacts with whom you have lost contact these days? Maybe they are injured or trapped, or captured.
From
now,
this,
yes.
from this, no, thank goodness. No, I was spared that one.
Mr. Gideon, what are your biggest fears now?
My biggest fears is, well, I have 2 family members right now in the army that were called up. One is my oldest grandson, and one is my son, not the oldest one, the middle, and he is stationed on the Lebanese border, which hopefully will stay calm and quiet. And the other one is in the Jordan Valley. So I guess my greatest fear is that they will get hurt also. I hope not. My hope is that out of all this horrific experience, something good will come. Things will be different. How different and in which way, nobody knows.
Are you thinking for leaving Israel?
No.
No. You will stay.
You know, I've lived here, 69 years or something like that. My bones will go down into the ground next to my wife. I was married for 40 years, and she died of cancer 11 years ago. And there's a place next to her.
Yes. What is your message now to the world, to the people?
To the world and the people, my message is, let's do it better. Let's make the world, for all of us, including the Palestinians, a better place for all. Please, you young people can do it.
Thank you very much.